Arlene.
You called me, sir?
Yes, Sergeant. Will you have a drink?
Thank you, sir. I'd enjoy one.
Oh, use the bottle. Go ahead, Lot. Drink. Delicious, huh?
Yeah?
Guaranteed 24 hours old. Made in a swill by some dirty thieving Pole who's making a fortune out of cheating the Germans.
Yeah.
If he can't defeat the conqueror in battle, he cheats him to death. You bored too, Lot?
Somewhat, sir.
Of course you are. That's the price you pay for victory. Nobody's ever bored in a retreat. We conquer too well, Lot. With too much perfection. Yeah. Alexander the Great cried because he had no more worlds to conquer. We die of boredom and stomach rot. Because our victims won't test us enough.
Yeah.
Take off your jacket if you like, Lot.
Thank you.
Too much time to think, isn't there, Sergeant?
Jawohl.
Too much time to reflect. We're suddenly assaulted not by tanks, but by thoughts. Certain sensitivities are brought into play. Nicht wahr, Sergeant?
Yeah.
Certain sensitivities. Where was your home, Sergeant? Farm, wasn't it?
Near Schweigen, in Bavaria.
Bavaria? Yeah. Then it's understandable why we differ so. In our attitudes, in our politics. Your whole tradition is that of the man of the soil, who lives and dies coaxing cabbages out of the ground. My family were Prussians, career men. We've been German army since the 1800s. I was reading von Clausewitz, Nietzsche, before I knew there was any such thing as fairy tales. Which explains, perhaps, why I'm not disturbed at hitting aged rabbis. And explains, perhaps, why you are.
I approve of the war. It was very necessary that we conquer Poland. And it is necessary that we conquer Europe. As far as Jews go, I never knew any Jews before I came here. I don't ever remember even seeing one. But I can assure you, Captain, I have no love for Jews. It is my understanding that they are cheats and communists and are really kind of subhuman. They are...
Hath not a Jew eyes, Lot? Hath not a Jew hands, organs, dimensions, senses, affections, passions? This runs through your mind, doesn't it? These are the questions you keep asking yourself. If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not love? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? Young Sergeant Lot, we're going to talk about morality. The morality of hating Jews. Because there is a morality in hatred, Sergeant. It happens to be a clue to survival. Nations can feed on it. They find their strength in it. They're nurtured by it, Lot. But there must be an object of hatred. Suddenly, in front of us, out steps a Jew. He can be all things to all men. Moneylender, communist, world banker, revolutionist. An unassimilated foreigner in our midst. And so we hate him. And in the process, we are unified. And this Jew must be tortured, Lot. He must be made to feel pain. Simply because once he ceases to fear us, he is no longer a victim. He becomes an opponent. We are drowning, Lot. There is room for one man on a raft. The German swims toward it, so does the Jew. The German gets there first. He keeps the Jew from climbing aboard. Because this German has the right to survive. The Jew dies so that we can live. This is morality. This is why I can order the extermination of a street full of Jews, or hit an aged rabbi in the face with the same calculation. 10 years from now, Lot, or even 5, your street full of Jews, your old rabbi, they'll be a part of statistics. Indignation, Sergeant Lot. Outrage at what we do. Indignation and outrage are the most perishable items known to man. The memory of what we do to this ghetto will decay like a corpse. Nothing will remain but mathematical equations. So many Germans died filling so many Poles so that Germany could conquer. What about it, Sergeant Lot? What about it, Sergeant Lot?
But how do I reconcile hitting old men and hating starving children with any kind of logic?
Logic? Who's talking about logic, Lot? We kill Moses. We pretend to tolerate Christ. But you are concerned about logic. Then try this. I've been thinking about women tonight, Sergeant. That's what I've been doing. Thinking about women. One woman in particular. That Jewess. That daughter of the rabbi. Rachel. Rachel with a biblical name. Rachel, the Jewess. Sergeant Lot, I want you to bring her here.
Sir?
Why not? Is it immoral, Sergeant? What I plan to do to this girl, is it less moral than putting her into a truck, carting her off to an oven? If you can believe one, why can't you believe the other? Now, talk to me about logic.
But, Capitan, this girl, I mean, she is so young. Of course, Capitan. I shall bring her.
And Sergeant, when I'm finished with her, Sergeant,